Hey guys, gonna do another update here. Not much has changed except I did a big trim and I knocked out those Rotalas and the Ludwigias that were like to the top. I had to I had to knock those guys down and then I threw some of it away and sold a few, but um, the only real changes in here is well, I trimmed the carpet too. The carpet's growing in now a little bit, and it's growing pretty well. And you can see this full deuce here now that I've got. It's called a. I had to. I had to ask again what it is. It's called like a sangua or a senagua, something like that. Um, I've seen how it's spelled, but you can see it now because it was covered by. See that little orange guy right there, that little yellow plant. It had like a few of those sprouting up here, but they were just kind of sprouting up there like, I don't know, they were just kind of in the way to me, but I've let them grow. The the Amania Goldens, I've let them grow because they're they've been picky for me before, and this is the first time they've grown pretty well. But it was just like a little plume up there, so I knocked them down. All I did was I didn't pull them out. I just clipped them right here. See right there where I just knocked the stems off. I left that one. I didn't see that one there, but that little one that I didn't clip, well, two that I didn't clip there. I see a couple. I don't know. I had just the lower light on. Now the lights are all bright and I can see more in there, but we'll see if that grows back or not or what it does. I put the I put them back here. So they just, this is the corner of, not sure what I'm gonna do yet. That's what, so I've got like a little clump of the Rotalas left over, and the mermaid weed. The my pantanols are back here. Those locally collected Ludwigias that I get from my brother-in-law's yard are in here. See the little baby ones. So you can see right here the leftover Rotalas and all the Walichis that I pulled out. I got rid of all those Walichis and I just kept these few. That's it. And in this corner I stuck a few stargrass. So, and this, I figured out what this is. It's not an amania. It's a, well, it might possibly be an amania, but I believe it's a very rare Rotala because my friend said he was gonna give me one, and then I didn't know if he gave me one or not, but I found those in there and I kept that, so I think that's what it is. But yeah, the aromaticus. When I chopped all these Rotalas down in the back, you can see back there it's mowed down. When I chopped those down, I had these real big tall clumps of them, and I just stuffed them into spots back here, and then I stuffed them all into here too. I had them stuffed into this aromatica bush, so the front of it didn't have any, but this side, the back side of it right here, had Rotalas stuffed all in it. You can still see a couple of green ones in there. So what happened was there was more shade in there for a few days, and now that I've pulled them out, you can see the aromaticas where they were shaded are lighter colored and taller. Because you know the aromaticas on this side have been here forever and ever. They grow really, really slowly because of how heavy the light is in this area. So you can see this is my normal growth for these guys, and this is when they were shaded. And a lot of plants in here have grown better from the shade because the Rotalas and stuff in the back were filtering the light to the point where my Rotala Pearl Minis, see if I get a good shot here. These guys, I plant these guys with Gratiola Viscodula because they're the same size and growth speed to me. So, let's see, these guys, they've grown pretty nice. I've actually grown a nice little bush of it because they were kind of shaded out. I know it's hard to see this on camera. To me they just look all blurry and fuzzy on the camera. But these guys have grown really well. You can see the gratiolas right here, growing pretty good. So I think if I turn the light down, they don't grow very well. If I turn the light way up blasting, they don't grow super well. But if I have plants growing to the top and then highlight shining through the plants, everything grows great. So I think that's how it is in nature, so that's how it's best in here. Seems like it looks like I still have a Rotala bush back here because, like always, when I trim it down, I pop a couple of tops just right in the little front stripe. It's got one little mohawk in the front. So here's my little mohawk. But I'm about to probably rip this whole back side. That big carpet of Rotalas back there, I'm probably going to rip it out soon. I think I'm going to let it grow back out one more time, clip all those off, get rid of them or sell them, and then I'm going to yank this whole back area up and do something else behind there. Maybe take these aromaticas and put some back there, or do a different plant or something, I don't know. Instead of doing a lawn of Rotalas like this, I think I'm gonna try to do, like, I don't know, I need to do something different with it. I keep doing a lawn of Rotalas in there, and I love them, but then when I want to try other plants and stuff, I'm like, but I have no room, got nowhere to put them. And like, you see this back corner, this is stuff like, well, I don't have room for it. Like, you know, pantanols, I could put a lump of pantanols and then a lump of persicarias. I could put like little groups of stuff if I could just control myself and not make a lump that big. That this tank is big. Let's see if I can try to get the size of the tank. My arm's not long enough to reach. This tank is this big. But it is a big tank, but believe me, it fills up fast. Like, I have friends who have 75 gallons and stuff, and I can just see how they have a lot of room to play. And with the way that this light is, you can see the way that it's built here. And I like to have the gravel, my soil, I like to have it short in the front, and in the back it is sloped up. So you see how that works, how tall it is in the back. So basically, with the cone spread of this light, this is as high as I can go with the stand, and I'm scared to hang it. If I could hang it, I could put it higher and it would have better light spread, more even. But the light beats down in a cone, but it does reach all the corners. But the front corner, like the middle, has pretty decent light, but up back here has heavy light. Right here is super high light. That's why these guys don't grow very fast. I mean, they're just beaten down so hard with light that they just sort of frozen in time. They're just sunburned. But the back corner is decent light. This is like super light, good light, decent light in the front. And then the corners here have a little bit less light, which works out good. Which, you know, yeah, it works out pretty good, because I've learned kind of like, by moving plants to different places every once in a while, when trying different areas, I've learned, like, the reineckii ocipus I've learned that these guys do better if they start out with lower light in between other plants so that they can grow and struggle between plants. They need to struggle a little bit, compete, and then once they pop out, then they can handle heavier light. These guys here, I had them forever, and they just sat there. They didn't do much. It's because they were getting a lot of light beat down on them. So I finally just clipped those across, just trimmed them off completely. But the ones that were kind of shaded grew back pretty nicely. Another thing is different is, well, I turned my light down again just a little bit, and I've been having my toothbrush and peroxide, and I've been scrubbing off the wood a lot because I still am getting a little bit more algae from adding all the new soil so many times. But yeah, everything's cool in here, man. You can see the aromatica is like kind of too tall and just goes up to here and drops off to nothing because I yanked out the reineckii and those big biggies back there. So we'll figure out what I'm going to do with that later. And that's about it. Looks decent. Not much going on in here, but you know, that's a big difference after the trim. And just working with same routine, same water changes, same fertilizer, just slightly less light, and mostly just slightly less light, and trying not to let the back plants get like big, huge, giant. I'm gonna try to maintain it, but I can't help it. I love when they get like that, so I keep letting them go. But I'm gonna try to trim more. But that's just a little bit about these plants and stuff, my own personal update. I know these videos are boring, but I mean, it's kind of my personal log, really. So thanks for watching. If you watch, if anyone ever has a question about a plant or something, just, you can always comment or ask or whatever, and you know, I'll try to help out if I can. I do sell some of these plants once in a while, but like I kind of just do a mass trim and kind of sell like a cheap pack here and there, but I don't go around like trying to advertise selling. I'm not on YouTube to sell anything. This is just my personal log. Alright, thanks for watching.